Hey everyone, this is Terms here. I have been playing on a different server called Triumvirate WoW, and in this video I want to talk about the legendary quest chain that exists on here that allows you to get top-end items through a very specific quest chain. So as you've just seen, I have come to the Purple Parlor, and this is where the quest chain will begin at High Warlord Director. And you can see already that I'm on the quest called Trial of Legends. This is the last part before I get access to actually purchasing one of these legendary items. And you can see that the cost is very different. Some are 2 pure elementium coins and some are 4. And that's just depending on the item and the use case. So obviously you can buy them as well for 1,000 mythic gilded crests. To me that sounds a bit crazy, but I guess if you like doing mythics, this is also possible. So right now, the quest chain is very, very simple. The first part, I'm going to break this down ghetto simple. The first part of the chain is he's going to ask you to go to TPC zones and specifically ask you to kill 10 rare spawns. And if you're familiar with this server, there are tons of rare spawns that roam around the world that give you tons of XP, gold and bags and items, and much more. The zones which I use specifically are the Grand. There are rares that patrol around this fortress. There's also a rare crocodile that's in this lake here, in this lake up here by Garadar, and then also by Sun Spring Post. There are also 6 locations for rares in Shadowmoon Valley. You have one at Illidari Point. He's a satyr. There's also one at Eclipse Point. There is one over here at the ruins of Barir, if I'm saying that correctly. There's also one at Coil Scar Point. It's the same rare. He's like a red satyr mob. There's also an Infernal near the Death Forge, and there's a Floating Eye rare there too. So you basically get 6 here, and you can get 2 in the ground, and you're done. Now, if you're not going to these zones, you can also find rares in Hellfire Peninsula. It's very easy. I personally have only seen 1 or 2 around Zethgor. There's a Blade Master rare here that you can find, and then there's some rares in the pools of Agonar. So either way, it's very simple to find them. It takes about an hour, hour and a half, and you'll be good to go. Now, when it comes to the rare spawns in Northrend, you have to get 10 of them as well. And for me, my go-to spot is the Dragonblight Zone by the Wormrest Temple. There's these mammoth rares that there's about 10 of them that are around just a circle radius. You can kill them very easily. If they're not there, there are some rares in the Borean Tundra. There are 2 along the Death Strand area. There's some type of beast creature. You'll see 2 of them here. And then there are 3 tree rares around the Nexus. There's one here, there's one over here, and one down here. So there are maybe 5 to 8 rares in this zone in total that I've seen, and that's also easy to find. If you do not see them here either, you can go to Sholazar Basin, and you can find a lot of rares here. From the center point here at River's Heart, there is a flying bird that can be found here, 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 and here. There's also a patrolling dinosaur, kind of like Devilsaur ad. It has a lot more health. It patrols around here, around the Glimmering Pillar. And there's also one that patrols upwards from Nessingwari's base to around the Maker's Perch. To the right of the Maker's Perch, there is a leopard rare that's also found to the right of the Savage Thicket here in the mountains. There's also 2 spawns for him to the right of the Skyreach Pillar around here in this region. And then you can also find rares for that same leopard around the Mosslight Pillar and over here to the southwest of Nessingwari's base camp, as well as the northwest, if I'm correct. So at that point, you're going to hand this in. So the second part of the quest chain is it's going to be asking you to go into dungeons in the Wrath of the Lich King and dungeons in the Burning Crusade expansion, and it wants you to collect these trophies off each boss. So you're going to go and collect 25 from each, which means there's 50 total between the 2, and I cannot recall if it's for normal and or heroic, so you'll have to double check with the quest when you get it. But this is very simple. You just repeat dungeon spam until it's done, and then you hand that in. So the third part of the quest chain is you want to go to the auction house, and you want to pick up 50 Thorium Bars. You can also farm these in Ungoro Crater. It's very easy to go from the top here at Marshall's Refuge all the way down and around. You'll find a lot of rich thorium veins and small thorium veins. They respawn very fast. You'll also want to pick up 15 Arctic Fur, as well as 15 Fel Lotus. So based on these prices, at the current time of recording, this is about 3,000 gold, give or take, a little shy of that. So you'll be having to either farm gold by doing quests in Northrend, or somehow managing to farm these on your own. And this is the important thing, because when you level, you can actually pick up skinning, mining, and herbalism. And you can see mine are all fully maxed. And so you want to make sure that you have 450 of each so you can actually go out and kill animals and skin while you're leveling, because you can actually prepare for this part ahead of time, and also to do things like herbing in Outlands so you can get Fel Lotus. Now for Fel Lotus, you can do herbing in Shadowwind Valley and Netherstorm. I do know the specific herbs related to Netherstorm give you a higher % chance for Fel Lotus, so what I would do is I always just go to Hellfire and then zoom across to Zangar, into Blade's Edge, and then to Netherstorm. And usually, if I'm lucky, I get 3 to 5. So it's actually a pretty decent gold farm, and it really doesn't take that long. Once you have these, you will hand that in, and you'll be on to the next part of the quest chain. And for the final part that I'm still on right now, it's called the Trial of Legends. You have to go into Karazhan, you have to kill Prince Melchizar 3 times, Assyrian, the Unscared 3 times, Sartharion 3 times, and Onyxia 3 times. So you have to do 3 weeks of raid lockouts to get this done. And then after this quest, you'll be getting access to the actual coins that allow you to purchase these weapons. The only thing I don't recall is if you get 2 or 4. You may only get 2, and then there's a repeatable quest chain that you can do again to get another 2. And that's how this works. Once you finish the main quest chain on one character, you can actually do it again on another character on the same account, and the requirements of the quest chain are different because you've already done the grunt work of this entire chain on one character. So it becomes a lot easier. So there's additional quests where it's just gold, gathering items that are rare, and things like that. But that's something I'll share in a future video once I actually get access to it. So I hope this video helped. Let me know in the comments if there's anything I got wrong, or if you have anything to add to this, and enjoy getting your legendaries.